Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. We talked to Mrs. Darcy last time. We explored her room. We had breakfast with her and this man, Mr. Dupre, and we found some juicy stuff on her, but I think we're going to need to talk to a doctor before we can really confront her about anything. So we're going to change our focus to Mr. Dupre, who came all the way from New Orleans. Let's analyze him. Fine clothes and jewelry. He's well dressed, and it is evident he can afford some luxury. Curious tattoo. A finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize.
Hello again, my friend.
Nope. First, ask you about you. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Dupre. Let's see. I run a funeral home back home in New Orleans, but I have come to Ireland to handle a personal matter. I wasn't expecting to end up at a thing like this while here, but when I learned of the event, there seemed like something I couldn't miss out on. I have an interest in your mythologies and, well, voodoo. It's not uncommon, back home, but I know it scares outsiders. So an event that mixes both? How could I not attend? So there's voodoo involved? Interesting. What are your feelings on this grand seance, Mr. Dupre? I must tell you, Mr. Ward, I am no stranger to death. Assuredly no stranger to spirits. But never before have I heard one speak, and as compelling as that may be, the chill in my bones endures. You believe there's a risk? Oh, I'm sure Miss Mantovani will take good care of us. But I'm an undertaker, Mr. Ward. I have welcomed the rageful dead, those unwanted, those unclean, or two in between to find their gods. And I fear we forget that people after death are simply themselves with nothing left to lose. Alright, let's go over the things that we need help with. I feel like we've reached an impasse on Miss Dean's room. We don't need to keep asking people about that. We just need to ask the staff about room 15. I've been having the strangest dreams of late. Have you now? I'll confess to some strange patterns, yes. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel. Standing stones, spirals, all that. It was all in the manor walls at first, this sounding a lot like my dream. But the more often I dream it, the more I'm seeing the same elements, but in my funeral parlor at home. That sounds unnerving. At first I found it quite comforting. The views of home are crystal clear and help with my homesickness. But once I realized I could not reach home, then yes, unnerving. I could only ever find my way to the seance, or what I took to represent that, at least. It's given some apprehension about attending, I cannot lie. I've already been here the longest, at least from the guests. Any longer, and I feel this place will get its claws on me for good. Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Can I find two more? What are your movements? Any plans for this weekend, Mr. Dupre? Plenty, Mr. Ward, though I have an especially busy day tomorrow, so I think I'll take today a little easier. Well, first of all, how could I resist a talk from our resident mystic, Miss Mantovani? I will be in attendance at 5 p.m. Before then, a walk in the hedge maze before attending Miss Callahan's talk at 3, I think. I don't want to wear myself out before the ball, so I won't do much more than that today. Then tomorrow, there's lunch in the dining room at 1, and I think I'll take a late nap at 5. I suspect it will be a long evening. I also have a scrying session with Miss Callahan at 11, and I'm attending her nephew's talk at 3. Is her nephew the doctor? 'Cause the doctor, there was a Mrs. something and a Dr. something. So, two people with the same last name. I think the doctor is Dr. Callahan. I'm not entirely sure about that, but he might be able to help me with Miss Darcy. I'll certainly join the silent dinner at 8. I'm hoping a certain spirit might attend. And then we reach the big moment, the grand seance. I assume I will see you there? Do you have any more to discuss with you? Let's just ask about this... the hauntings? I've heard a lot of talk about this place being haunted. Have you experienced anything of the sort? Oh, the manor is haunted all right. There's souls around every corner. Some are more upset than others, but none of them are doing very well. They wouldn't be here if they were, after all. There is whispering in many of the rooms if you just listen for it. They'll be kept here by some fetter. Some unfinished business or important artifact. The question is what that fetter is. What's a fetter? I'm told that ghosts can be bound to the world of the living by objects and old emotional ties. The chains are called fetters. What do you know about fetters? Chains, Mr. Ward. Physically, yes, and spiritually. A ghost can no more escape its fetters than we can chains in a cell. Unless, of course, there's a key. Ha! Fetters are impermanent, then. Can they be undone? Oh, yes. Some spirits need simply release their sorrows. Many need help to do so. But some ghosts are chained to worldly objects. In those cases, permanence is likely the intent. You're saying fetters can be made. I've made them, Mr. Ward. The only ever as a last resort. You are too close to the next hour to do this. Okay, I've taken enough of your time.
Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Okay. I worry that we have wasted that hour. But he's still here. I feel like we've gotten a lot out of him, though. Is there anything interesting happening at 10? And I know that there are not this few people. There are not this few people at the estate, at the manor. But, I don't know, we can go see where some other people are. There are a lot of places that might be open now that people might be hanging out in. I really want to find that doctor. And I think I know where who he is, but I don't know where we would find them. Ooh, eavesdrop?
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
Spare key? Maybe that's what's in the luggage room? Huh? What? What was that noise? Oh. What happened here? Some luggage fell or was pushed whilst I was looking. Yes. Now seems like the time to get myself orientated. Oh, there's another person here. Let's talk to you. Analyze you first. Hand-me-down Irish keepsake. An old brooch in an Irish style. The image on it is of an old oak tree. Foreign fashion mixed with local. Either an attempt to blend in or, out of practicality, she is wearing local fashion, along with what I assume are her usual clothes. Miss Barbosa?
Hey, don't sneak up on people like that. If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Queen called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold. But the boat over from Brazil was worse. So I won't complain.
Who are you, Biz Barbosa? A Brazilian woman seeking information. Tell me about yourself, Miss Barbosa. What is there to tell? I have already told you I am from Rio. Well, I said Brazil, but Rio was my home. But home is different since the uprising. Mostly good, but not all good. Isn't that the way of such things? I decide now is a good time to travel, see the world. I suppose I am a drifter now. I have drifted a long way, yes. You've come a long way for this event. Have I? No, I came a long way to get to Ireland. The event I saw advertised while searching for something else. But it suits my purposes, so I come. Let's ask about the keepsake. Your brooch, it looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's? He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. Okay, so you have Irish ancestors. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so I would have something of his. What are your plans for this weekend, Miss Barbosa? I will spend some time in the telegraph room. It is peaceful there, even when I'm not waiting on a message. There or thereabouts. I like the lobby or atrium too. There you see people's comings and goings. I'm meeting Dupre in the gardens at 12. Then I will say Fia's talk at 3. I think she will spend it telling everyone they are wrong to be here. That I want to see. After that, I will rest in my room before Mantovani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find a mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, I will spend the morning recovering from the party, I think. Except, there is mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5 I will get to. Before that, lunch. And then there's a silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it in the séance, I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, to prepare myself. Any strange dreams? Have you experienced any strange dreams since coming here? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself, yes. I walked the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer, taller. I tried to find a way out, a way home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors, blocking the corridor itself. I had to move something like light to unlock them, I think. I do not understand that part. Eventually, I am at the séance, I can go no further. Do you mean something like that? That sounds very familiar. A second person experiencing not just odd dreams, but specifically variations on the same dream. One more would confirm my theory. Mr. Dupre and Ms. Barbosa are also both people who have come a long way to be here. Although Declan hasn't come particularly far. He is from Ireland. Have you noticed anything weird? I suppose I will confess to you that the footprints seem strange. When it rains, sometimes I see footsteps on the floors, but never coming in from outside. They're always leaving. I assume somebody has turned around for something, but still, it is strange. Okay.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Okay, so for Inez, we need to retrieve the telegram. What information might it have that has her so testy? Library? Who might be in the library? And I'm sure there's stuff to read, too. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics can be always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. Oh? A research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Medical codes! Is there anything I want to look up? It says here this code is used to indicate spontaneous abortion, or miscarriage in common parlance. It seems like the condition is being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Okay, so she had a miscarriage. She had a miscarriage and then her husband had an affair. What a dick. Blake history. Oh my god, there's so much to look up. Irish history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences, psychology. I thought those were actual, like, stairs to a second story at first, and I was like, there's even more? But no. Okay. We can make a hypothesis about Olivia Darcy. Olivia Darcy's goal is to murder Miss Dean as revenge for the affair that occurred while she miscarried.
Mrs. Darcy wants to murder Miss Dean. I should find and confront her about this.
Okay, we can do that. She's still in the lobby. But maybe we look around a little bit more. See what else, who else is lurking around. There's the library again. Those deer heads I thought were people. Bathhouse that we shouldn't go into. The gardens, the bar is closed. Anything interesting in the supply closet? Ooh, a key. A small brass key used by the staff. It should open any of the bedrooms leading off the atrium. I can use this to open Mrs. Erickson's, Miss Barbossa's, Mr. Toussaint's, Miss Montavani's, and Mr. Scarrett's rooms. Okay. Master key for all bedrooms in the atrium for use by the staff. Okay. What was I looking for? Okay, that was just about the key. A rough stone cross. Those reddish stains are rust? I pray they are. Otherwise, I need to ask why it's lying amidst the housekeeper's effects. I didn't even notice. I thought that was just like a shadow. A very red shadow. Why would there be rust on stone? A note that reads, "Where did I leave that damn Bible?" Then a follow-up note. Of course, I left it handy for Mass on Sunday. Okay. There's a wheelchair. Who does this belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it has been refurbished. Toys? Presumably Walter's. Lettered blocks, a upholstering dog, and an encyclopedia of undead creatures with vampires bookmarked. A listing of all guest activities planned for the event. Ooh. There is a masked ball this evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. Tomorrow there is a silent dinner at 8 in the dining room. Tomorrow evening the grand séance takes place in the hedge maze at 9. I want to see what we missed. We missed the welcome luncheon, we missed afternoon tea and lawn games, bridge, horse riding, parlor games, archery and cricket, divination, I would have liked to see that, and a carriage tour. Talks had deli in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Information on talks will be posted outside the room each morning. Okay, nothing really new there. Oh, good thing I went into this room. We found some useful stuff. We can use it to get into people's rooms. No one's in the bar. Maybe someone's in the garden? Where are the gardens? Gardens. I kind of just want to see him. Oh. There's this guy who didn't speak at all. Mr. O'Mara. Distracted looking eyes. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room. Well dressed. Expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. Powder stain. There are traces of a white substance around his pocket. Oh, he's a cokehead. He's leaning on his cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt.
Another stranger, is it? They must have dredged the barrel to find so many unknowns. Cahill O'Mara, sir. You?
Cahill.
Declan Ward. It's a pleasure. What brings you to the event?
Beyond the séance? If you must know, I guess I'm hoping the techniques used here can be repurposed to speak to other things.
You're mysterious, sir. Tell me about yourself. What other things? What brings you to the séance, if I may ask? Well, aside from there not being much else to do at this time of year. The séance, of course. Oh, I don't have anyone beyond the veil I need to talk to. I will leave my dead in peace. But this place is changing around us as Halloween night draws near. The veil is thinning. That is all I have need of. Who knows? It might even be interesting, though I won't hang my hopes on it. I could swear this place is giving me the strangest dreams. Really? I haven't noticed anything like that. I don't think so, anyway. What's a strange dream when your dreams are always strange? But I can see how this place could inspire them. It's just that something doesn't feel quite right here, or maybe I'm just hungover. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, the bar only opens in the evening, so I suppose I need other ways to entertain myself till then. I do hear the housekeeper serves drinks on the patio. Perhaps I'll spend the morning there. When I get bored of that, oh, there's lunch at 1. Starving is less interesting than you'd think. And Miss Callahan's talk at 3 seems livable, so I'll drop in on that. What else? Oh, yes, I've promised Mrs. Darcy a rematch of pool in the bar at 6. Now she makes a dull game fun. I didn't know you can misfire a ball that badly, but she certainly managed it. Of course, I won't be missing the ball. Maybe a bit of real fun in this place for once. As for tomorrow, I should go to the Mass at 12 and try to absolve myself of my sins. Not all of them, mind you. I don't want to be there all day. Actually, I might visit the graveyard after that. Come to think of it, isn't every graveyard visit a near-death experience? Yes? No? Oh, you could smile at least. I suppose I'll be in the bar in the evening, though I've already run 2 circles around the drinks menu. Then it's lunch at 1, dinner at 8. God, it really is all circles, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink. Still not long until the main event, eh? Even I should try to be sober for that. Do you have something on your mind, Mr. O'Mara? You seem distracted. Ha! I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on the company. Not right now, it isn't anyway, No, I've always had this look, I think. Are you on coke, sir? Are you aware there is a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. That must be soap. Sure. This is very rude of me, but I'm gonna ask about it. Your cane. I hope it's nothing too serious. I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right. Aside from this, with luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. I kinda don't believe that, but okay. Oh, we should ask about him. A carefree rake from South Dublin. You're a dub, like myself. Sure enough, I'm from Ballsbridge. A bit less like myself, then. What's a well-to-do kid from the south side doing here? Well, I've an interest in this kind of affair. And, as you say, the money to afford them. Attend them. Not that I'm old money, Mr. Ward, or of some ancient grand heritage. It just so happens my grandfather was a very wealthy man, and my father after him. And now, here I am, generally disappointing them both, I suppose. Okay. I think that's it.
Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Okay, geez. Anyone else in the gardens? Oh god, there's a whole hedge maze. We've heard talk of it. Surely it won't waste me any time to walk through here. It is so dreary. I know it's like super early in the morning, but it is so dreary out here. And there are so many crows. Yikes. Isn't Ireland supposed to be the beautiful country? It's not like England. Excuse me. Some torn material. Thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A nightdress, perhaps? Okay. That's not like evidence. Okay, I think that's all. The bar isn't open, so there's not much else to... There's not much else to look at outside of the atrium and whatnot. Everyone else must be in their rooms. But we can go and confront Miss Darcy.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
Confront. Your goal is to murder Miss Dean as revenge for the affair that occurred while you miscarried.
What a dark horse you are, Mr. Ward. But for what purpose? Why go to all this trouble? Would you mock me? Or do you mean something worthwhile by it? I confess. I killed my husband.
Ooh.
I did. It seemed to me there was nothing else I could do.
That's not even what we were confronting you about, but, I cannot blame you for that. He seemed like an absolute prick.
Everything he put me through. I saw nothing but red until he was cold in the ground. And then I thought, it wasn't only him who wronged me. There was the woman, too, who had caught his attention. She must have known. Our Evelyn Dean. So yes, I came here under his name, intent on finding her. To this forsaken backwater on the west coast of nowhere. To do something terrible to her. But now... Well, now I don't think I wish as much vengeance as I thought. But since I've been here... I didn't really believe in ghosts and magic before all this, you know. But I'll tell you this. I do now. My husband is haunting me.
And you don't want to go anywhere near the seance because you think that they'll bring him back? Maybe? Hopefully?
I don't want vengeance, but I do want to be rid of him. And maybe he'll be content if he has her for company. If that is what it takes.
Well, there's no need to resort to such things, Mrs. Darcy. Let me see if I can do something about your husband.
Chance would be a damn fine thing.
Exorcism? Oh god. She is here under fake credentials and cannot use magic. She has never been in this area before. Act. While her venom has faded, her husband's ghost is compelling her to go through with it. If I can resolve the haunting, then Mrs. Darcy would have no reason to harm Miss Dean. How am I meant to learn how to exorcise a ghost? Oh God, okay. Well, we can talk to her about the exorcism, but I feel like she's not going to know anything, else she'd have done it herself. I saw we could talk to Mr. Dupre about it. If we can find him, that'd be great. He was not in the gardens, he was in the... I remember now. Mr. O'Mara was in the gardens, and Mr. Dupre was in the front. That's right. I got my outsides mixed up. I feel like this exorcism is something we're not going to be able to do until, like, much later. But we can try and get a head start on it now.
Hello again, my friend.
Mr. Dupre, you might know much about exorcisms. I do, for my sins. Actual banishment is hard. Death failed to remove the spirit. What more can we do for her? Oh, he knows. Laying a soul to rest is the easier and kinder method of being rid of one. But when that is not an option, which is often the case with angry spirits, then we trap a soul and take that fetter to a faraway place. The Gulf of Mexico is littered with ghosts. They are harmless to us there. Tell me, are you asking theoretically or actually? Actually. What do you need? Mrs. Darcy believes she is being haunted by her late husband, and she seems to be at her wit's end. I understand you're well versed in such matters. Do you think you'd be able to help her? I had the impression there was something troubling her, but I didn't know it was quite that serious. I can help, of course, but I'll need an item of Mr. Darcy's, something that would have been of considerable emotional value to him. I'll try to find something that could work. Let me know just as soon as you have it. It'd be better not to let this linger. Find something of Mr. Darcy's.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
He needs something of considerable emotional value to Mr. Darcy to exorcise his ghost. If he was cheating on his wife, I suspect I won't find anything there. With his mistress, though... And unfortunately, we don't know where his mistress is. Or her room, for that matter. What is this red connection? She intended to poison Miss Dean unless Mr. Darcy's ghost can be exorcised. Verified false connection. Okay. 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 Well, I think one thing we definitely need to do now is find her room.
This area is...
Okay, can I talk to you? I want to talk to you. Oh, maybe there's someone in the telegraph room. I want to talk to you about the missing doorway. The door to room 15, it's missing? A missing door. Ah, you mean the rumors. Yes, it's long been said that Percival Blake walled up a scullery girl after she refused his advances. Then the same with her fiancé who came looking for her. Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100 plus years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled up bodies have been found. Certainly it predates the Manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely they fled here for a better life in the, at the time, newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
Okay. Miss Dean's bedroom. Because we need to find Miss Dean's bedroom before we can actually, help Miss Darcy, so this is where I'm focusing now. I should learn more about Percival Blake. Perhaps the library or the staff will know more. Percival Blake was drowned in retaliation for supposedly walling up some locals, though no signs of the walling have been found. A portrait of him hangs in the East Tower. Okay. One thing I should probably do, I should probably try and find the rest of the staff. I know one of them is in the stables. And that's somewhere we haven't been. Like, this guy who's in the stables until noon, that is most likely like a stable boy or something. The lady who's in the kitchen basement, Ms. Murphy. So, yeah. Let's try and find the stables before we end. And maybe there's someone in here too. Nope. Just coats. And a vent. I think the stables were down this way. Stables, yes. And then we can maybe go to the library. Oh, look, a horsey! Hello! The horses seem well used to people. If Miss Dean came this way, I doubt they would have been spooked. A pet is worth a minute.
There you are, love. Good girl.
Yay! You petted the horse. I got an achievement for it. Worth. Silk scarf. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire. Outdoor working clothes. Sturdy working clothes and well worn in. He must spend a lot of time outside. Scent of oats and sugar. I suspect he's got treats for the horses in his pockets.
Well, a new guest. You made your way here without my help then?
I did. You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Aye, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the seance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean.
Her? Who's her?
Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Who in particular do you worry about getting hurt? Tell me about yourself. I don't know that there's much to say, but I can give it a go. I'm Scottish born and raised, and I worked there until just a few years ago. But a friend of my mother's family, she and her side being Irish, let me know that the manor here was looking for a stable master. I could have stayed in Scotland and taken some other work, but I prefer a job out in the country. Always have. And so here I find myself. You say you're the groundsman and stablemaster. That seems like a lot of work for one man. Indeed it does. Did you see how big that dang hedge maze is? Just as well I have the strength of two then, right? Ha! Nah, truth is I do what I can. There's not too much work in either. At least not at this time of year. We're often not as busy as we are now, so the carriage doesn't come out much. And once the horses are all cared for, it will be gardening, but all the plants are dying back now. Summer, on the other hand, summer's quite another story. I get by, though. Plants, at least, will wait when the horses won't. Alright, oh, we can't ask you about... Percival Blake. Okay, okay. The door to room 15, it's missing? As in, it's not where it should be. Has it been walled over? No offense, sir, but I understand the meaning of the word. I can go take a look later, if you want, but it's not the first time this has happened. Some time ago, one of the Blakes supposedly walled up some young lovers after he was slighted. They were never found. Anyway, I'll take a look, but maybe one of your magical lot got some inspiration from him. Okay. You've been here a while. Have you experienced strange dreams since coming here? I'm guessing talking to the staff is not the goal anymore, now that we've got the information on Percival Blake. They're all gonna tell me the same thing. Aye, not often mine, but enough. Sometimes I think I'm taking the young master to see his mother's grave. But we're walking through the hedge maze, not the way you'd normally go, you see, and we come to a pit. And the boy, he starts crying. I think he knows what's coming. I keep walking right up to the pit. And casual as you mind, I tip the lad in, and just watch him fall into the darkness until I wake. I have a bottle of brandy next to the bed for nights like that. Okay, so nothing to do with what we're doing. Do you know how you're going to spend the weekend? You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. I'll be tending to the horses most of the morning and working the garden in the late afternoon. Thankfully, Mr. Barley doesn't need me for the ball tonight. Then tomorrow. We have a delivery all morning, so that will have me down in the basement to unload. But I have to tend the gardens for a little while at 11 a.m., so I will step out for that. Then I might see about getting a moment or two to rest below decks before the séance goes on. Is there anything else I want to discuss with him? Ooh, we can ask the staff about Mary Blake. What do you know of Marquess Blake's late wife? I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hired on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. Okay, so if we want to ask anyone about...
I'll be off.
About Miss Blake, Mrs. Joyce is the person to talk to. What's this? A piece of torn newspaper. Used to stop fresh paint getting on the floor. It is dated Tuesday the 26th, the night Evelyn Dean went missing. I didn't realize there would be a whole observation screen for this. There is a new coat of paint on this door that the others lack. This hinge is new. The latch is ill-fitted, as if trying and failing to match a previous placement. This door was recently replaced. I wonder why. Well, if there's one person we can ask about that.
Mr. Ward.
Did you have to fix one of the stable doors recently? Oh, aye. Lottie got spooked and kicked the latch clean out of the door itself. She was in quite the mood. They all were, really. So, the horses were upset the night Evelyn went missing, which I think is what we're supposed to take from this. There's no spare stall either, so I had to get one and fix it in place. It's too cold to leave them out in the pasture. When was this? Did something cause her to get spooked? It was Tuesday just gone by. Can't think what set them off. Wonderful creatures, horses, but not always clever. They'll frighten at just about anything. Rabbits, birds, puddles. Alright.
I'll be off.
Right, yeah.
Alright, I need to get to work. So we will continue this next time. Are one of the staff putting these around the manor? Okay. Not important right now. Next time we will go to the library, we will look up Percival Blake. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.